Did you know I was scammed? Yes, me, the money guru. Yes, I was scammed. Hi, I'm Keisha Bailey, wealth coach and CEO of Profit Jumpstarter. Let me tell you about when I got scammed. Lord of mercy. This happened on a few occasions, but I'm going to share with you the most recent one so you get to know all about the details of what happened to me. So, back in 2020, my family moved back to Jamaica to hide out during the pandemic. And we wanted to also get some help with our son because, that was a whole heap of work. He was 18 months at the time. And we wanted our family to be able to help us out, to take care of him. So we're living in Jamaica for about 15 months. And of course, during that time, we had to start doing our day to day transactions in Jamaica. Prior to that, everything we were doing in terms of transactions was being done in Canada. So we had to get everything set up for us to be able to do our swiping in Jamaica. After a while, we decided to choose a local bank to conduct our transaction. So we got Jamaican-based debit cards and we began, living the life, doing our day-to-day transactions locally and using our debit cards locally. Now, I make it a habit to check my account at least every other day. And my husband, he checks it every single morning. Every morning, this guy doesn't play. He goes straight onto his laptop to check his money. Don't play. Checking every account, dotting the I's, crossing the T's to make sure. So one day we noticed a suspicious transaction from an overseas charity for 1,075 Canadian dollars. Right away, we check in with each other to say, what's going on? Do we know these charges? But none of us knew what these charges were. So because we were used to having that card in Jamaica and using it online, we weren't sure if possibly a subscription or a vendor charge was popping up with a name that we didn't recognize. So we went into our email, look and check to see if there's any transaction that we did that really represented this charge, but nothing wasn't there. So we were suspicious. We went to the bank and we flagged it. The bank was very good. They escalated the transaction to Visa and eventually we got reimbursed for that money. No, it wasn't right away. Never get it back right away. It took about 2 months, but we got back our money and that was very good. Very, very happy about that. So why did I share this story with you? Why am I telling you all of this? Simply put, if you don't know your money, you can't grow your money. You have to periodically and regularly check in with your account balances and transactions, the types of investments you're doing. You have to check. When you open your bank account, make sure it's the right account. If you're not checking, you're opening up yourself to the risk of being scammed. And it can sometimes go unnoticed if you're not regularly checking your bank account. So make sure you start doing that because if we weren't checking our accounts regularly, we would have missed that small transaction. And what these scammers do is that they start with a small transaction and then the big one hit you after. And at that point, is when you're going to ruin. That's when the calamity come. That's when all bad things come. So you have to catch it early. We all know from the recent fraud and scam allegations in Jamaica that having a large amount of money taken from your account is very unfortunate. It's very painful. Case in point, Usain Bolt. So we don't really want that to happen to us. The lesson in all of this is that you have to know your money and make it a habit to regularly check your accounts and investments. Make sure you know what charges are on your accounts and what transactions are going through your different accounts. Because if you are not doing your regular checks, your money can't grow. You have to check if you want your money to grow. We also need to monitor investment performance. That's a big one. Because if the investments aren't performing, then some investment changes need to be done. We have to change up the things so that we can get good growth. You can't become wealthy with underperforming investments. It not gonna work. That's the kind of work that we do though. We help our clients at Profit Jumpstarter to show them strategies to know their money. When we onboard them, we make sure they're doing regular budgeting. We take them through a process where they're auditing all of their statements to make sure everything is in order. And we hold their hand and help them to budget and become very intimate with their money. Now, believe it or not, a lot of clients are shocked, flabbergasted even, when they see clearly exactly what their financial situation is, because a lot of people really and truly don't know their financial situation. This, however, is the foundation if you want to grow your money. And once we start to work on what activities need to be taken to grow your money, you find that you get to be more confident, you feel more empowered, because you can finally see how easy it is to grow your money and even to become wealthy, which is what we all want. We want to be rich, and it's very easy to do once you have the right system in place. So let me know, did my personal story hit home for you? Were you also scammed? I'd love to hear about your story. Drop it in the comments below or send an email to me at Keisha at Profit Jumpstarter so I can know what happened to you. And we each one reach one, each one protect one. That's the big thing. We have to all come together in this to make sure that we're looking out for each other.